if this was the Indianapolis 500, I would say back home again in Indiana, but for NASA Rallycross, we can say back home again in Colorado. As welcome to Lakewood, Colorado at the NASA Proving Ground course. We're at the South Edition for today's race. It's round number 7 of the 2017 A season, and that means Revolution Racing is going to do very well for the hometown fans. As it's Josh Mertz bringing you the call, as always, for the Automotive Sports Network. Same format as last week, still 8 cars, quarterfinals, semi, LCQ, and final. We are back to the regular format after a couple weeks of an endurance round. Getting ready to go for the first quarterfinal here in Lakewood. Hagenstein, Kraus, Valley, and Mertz, green flag, and off the line. Mertz is going to beat his teammate and everybody else to the front straightaway.
Because those Citroens have those big cams in them.
Down the front straightaway for the first time. Mertz gets a huge advantage over Hagenstein. Kraus and Valley contact with Valley and Kraus.
Oh, this is a good start.
That turns Kraus around.
Why can't I move? How'd that blow my engine?
Think Kraus is done. Mertz leads
oh, yeah, that was a racing deal
as well.
No penalty.
Hagenstein takes the lead.
The 2's being reviewed.
I'm so sorry, Philip.
Who will joker on the first lap of the race? Nobody
just
will.
Sit here.
2 just self-swung.
Yeah, just sit there.
That was weird.
I gotta hold the brake. You careful on track limits.
10-4. I would love it if people shut the fuck up right now.
End of 1. Hagenstein leads. Mertz is mad over the radio.
Just hold escape if you're tired of holding the brake.
As Valley.
End of 1-3. Someone count laps.
Valley.
Oh, sorry,
in
end
third.
of 1-3.
Mertz back to the second spot, battling with his teammate here. But this is going to be interesting. As
escape doesn't stay open.
Hagenstein has looped it.
Just get off track 19.
Hagenstein has looped it, so the 2 MRT cars have looped it in the double apex. And Valley! Huge accident for the Indiana native.
Victor, stay there. Oh, unless you're still going.
Yeah, I'm still good. I'm still good.
So the 24 moving again. At the end of lap 2, Mertz
leads.
End of 2 leads. I'll say I'll get laps.
Okay.
So now Mertz back to the lead here in Lakewood. His teammate in second. Valley struggling to keep that Subaru alive in the third spot. And remember, Kraus blew his engine on the start. So teammate v teammate here. That double apex, very tricky. We saw what happened 5 years ago when Mertz had a huge accident off the, I believe, the front bumper of Andrew Fessler, and he rolled it in 2012C. We're coming to cross flags here in Lakewood for car number 2.
End of 3 leads, or 2 leads, sorry.
43.459 to a 43.532. Both the cars looped it. They have not jokered yet, so realistically, they're just driving on by themselves here in Lakewood, as Valley will take the 24 to the pit lane, and I think he's going to give his team a little bit extra time to try and fix that car, as that car is demolished after that incident on the landing ramp.
Fuck this track.
Hagenstein upset over the radio. 2 to go for Mertz in the 2.
End of 4, 2 leads.
And Valley in the pit lane, trying to get the crew all the time that they can to fix that car in time for the semifinal. 43.525 to Hagenstein 46.8. Looks like Hagenstein had a mistake over the jump, which will give his teammate a longer gap over the jump, and that gives us a very good indication. We got a cable cam there, very good indication on how the drivers can take that jump and how flat you have to be. So you really have to play with the throttle and play with the brake to get the weight to balance over the jump. White flag for Mertz.
End of 5, 2 leads, white flag.
42.951, fastest man on the circuit. Hagenstein ran a 44.186. So 1 lap to go, and I think they both have to joker, but there's no strategy involved after both of them spun on the first and second laps of the race. Let's see if Mertz will joker. Yes, he will in car number 2. And that will give the German another quarterfinal win in 2017A. He wins in 2 bonus points.
Checkered flag, 2 wins. Followed by the 3, 24, and then 19.
Wetz, Erdman, Lester, Livingood for the second quarterfinal here in Lakewood. Let's see what Revolution Racing can do on home soil. Getting ready to go, green flag. Off the line, it's going to be Livingood getting the jump, and Wetz makes contact with Erdman, so take them out of it already. Whole shot
my
goes to
wheels coming
Livingood.
off.
Fatality.
Lester second, nearly contact.
You get him
Off
back,
the
don't
final
push him.
corner. Wetz in third, battling with Erdman. Livingood will hold the lead. Nearly contact between him and Livingood. Over the jump for the first time here in Lakewood. Everyone will take to the jump. Nobody jokers. And Lester kills the car over the jump. So take him out of it.
What happened, Casey?
Hit the brakes, front end tilted down at the end of the jump.
End of 1, 21.
Livingood
That's
with the
every
lead.
Citroen blown up.
44.351 to a 43.746. Interesting
Legit did a meet,
because Erdman
but less
was in the wall on the
Race chat.
start.
explosive.
Race chat.
Now, let's see if Erdman can take the fight to Livingood, or will Livingood be able to hold him off at his home track. He is right down the road. He is from Lakewood, currently staying in Highlands Ranch, right off 470. Very close to the speedway. And the Canadian leads us as all three
End
of them
of
are
2,
under a blanket
21 leads.
with 4 to go. Erdman to the outside of Livingood, thought about it into turn 1, thought better of it. To the inside he goes. Now he is sandwiched between the Revolution Racing cars off the first corner.
Wheels coming off again.
And he will take the lead as Livingood having an issue in car number 21. Wetz in second, or third, sorry. Livingood still leads. Around is the 21. So take him out
Wheels
of it.
off.
Jokering is the 23. Sliding through the Joker. Very
Brett
good
says
Joker
Joker.
entry. Halfway home in Lakewood.
End of 3, 23 leads.
Erdman now on the back foot. He has not jokered yet. This Joker is very interesting because if you can plan it right, you can get a lot of gap back on the car ahead. Wetz will hold the lead. With 3 to go in Lakewood.
Obviously you can make the call, but I'd suggest maybe jokering now.
Strategy unraveling on the MRT scanner. Erdman deciding.
Just undercut his strategy.
He does not joker. Mertz was suggesting that he jokers to undercut the strategy, but no, he does not. That's why Erdman has car number 1, because he knows what he is doing. 3 laps
End
to
of
go.
4, 23 leads.
2 to go in Lakewood. 43.808 to a 44.323. Let's see at timing and scoring. 43.403. 0.4 of a second faster than Wetz. So Erdman has the gap to joker when he wants to be able to take this victory, but we'll have to see what happens here. As Wetz holds the lead, he will take the jump on lap number 5. Will Erdman joker? Yes. So the strategy is going to unravel from the helicopter. We will see through the grid. Where is Chris Wetz in this entire situation? He does it. Erdman takes the lead back.
End of
White
5,
flag.
1 leads, white flag.
White flag for Erdman. So now he holds the lead. And Wetz is on the back foot, and I don't think Wetz is going to have enough time to take the fight to him. As you see the gap there, as Livingood's still in third. And remember, Lester had that damage on the first lap of the race, put him back to 4th. Wetz already jokered, so this is going to be a formation finish as Wetz nearly noses it into the ground there on the exit ramp, or the landing ramp, sorry. But off the final corner, it's going to be an MRT sweep of the quarterfinals in Lakewood. Erdman wins, followed
Checkered
by Wetz.
flag, 1 wins. 23 second. 21 is third, and the 13 will be fourth.
Semifinal A here in Lakewood. Kraus, Wetz, Hagenstein getting ready to go. Revving them up. The winner transfers and gets a bonus point. Green flag. Off the line, past the jump. It's going to be 3 wide start. Who gets to the asphalt first? It looks like it was Hagenstein battling with Kraus. As he contact and into the wall goes Hagenstein.
I hate this fucking place.
That was Wetz. I don't know what the hell he's fucking thinking.
Kraus leads us. Wetz is
You can
second.
get him. Just keep digging.
Hagenstein third. I wonder what suspension damage is on the number 3, though. Let's see who will joker on the first lap of the race. Nobody does. Around is Wetz nearly.
I joker on the last lap, depending on what they do.
Strategy unraveling. And let's see what'll happen. Philip Kraus will
End
lead
of
us
1, 19 leads.
on the first lap of the race. Following him is Wetz and Hagenstein. 43.542, but Kraus was half a second faster at a 43 flat in the 19. Rounding the double apex corner and down to the jump for the second time. No strategy unraveling yet. So it's interesting to see. I think Wetz might undercut and alternate what the 19 does. Because you know you have to make something happen here to get in the clean air. We're coming across flags. Kraus leads in
End
the
of
quarter
2,
in the
halfway home,
semifinal.
19 leads.
Wetz had a little bit of an issue under acceleration. And this gives the Area 52 driver potentially clean sailing. 42.679 to a 43.9. He is much faster, lap time-wise, than Wetz.
Have nothing.
43.970 for Hagenstein over the radio. Very dejected in car number 3. Let's see who jokers. Kraus is going to wait until the last lap. Wetz has to make something happen.
That is a limit on track limits, 23, or a warning track limits.
Hagenstein runs it wide. Wetz will take
End
the
of
lead.
3, white flag, 23 leads.
I don't think Wetz is going to be able to hold this lead as he doesn't
Do
have
not
the delta.
cut the grass entering the joker. That is a final warning to everybody.
Wetz will hold it. Kraus is getting close. And Hagenstein, I don't believe jokered either. It's going to be paying attention. That's the delta between Kraus and Wetz. And I think Kraus is going to take this victory in the semifinal. Jokering will be Kraus from the helicopter. Where is Wetz in this entire situation? We don't know where he is. He's gone. Kraus
Checkered
wins the
flag,
semifinal.
19 wins semifinal A. Followed by the 3. And followed by the 23.
Getting ready to go for the second semifinal. It's going to be Living Good, Lester, Valley. Revving them up. 4 laps, joker once. Green flag off the line. Living Good
That
gets
was
a
a smart
very
decision.
good jump. Valley side by side with Lester on the start-finish line. Beginning the first lap, it's going to be Living Good battling with Lester, as Lester was way far back, made me sound ridiculous, and then he closes the gap right back up through turn 1, down the hill to turn 2. Lester holds second. Living Good holds the lead in car number 21. As remember, Lester and Valley crashed
He keeps
on
this
the
cool. I think
landing
you can
ramp
actually get him.
over the jump for the first time. Lester and Valley do
Dylan
not
might self-spin, so...
have a huge crash like they did
We'll have to see.
last race. Through the final couple of corners and out onto the front straightaway. Dylan Living Good will
End of
lead
1,
us
21
on the
leads.
first lap of the semifinal. Lester second,
Love to see
Valley
Casey
third.
win.
From the helicopter. There was the delta you saw at the very bottom of the shot. Casey Lester right behind him. That turn 2, the hill between 1 and 2 is ridiculously off camber. Very difficult corner
He's
to
not
get
even
right.
hitting that curb going downhill, so that's awesome.
43.541. Lester ran a 44.1. Over the jump for the second time. Valley does not joker
Go,
either.
go, go.
So 2 laps to go. Lester getting very close to Living Good in the 13 to the 21. Final corner, 2
End
laps
of
to go.
21 leads.
Nobody's jokered yet, so I don't know if they're going to flip the strategy or if they're going to follow each other home. Valley all by himself in third. Let's see what Lester will do. Will he alternate the strategy on the 21 to give him that clean air, or will he follow the 21 home? Down the hill past the billboards and into the double apex. Who jokers on the third lap of the race? Lester
I
will.
think he lost it now.
Lester jokers in the 13. Living Good. Looks like a gear, sounded
End
like
of
a gear
3,
shredded.
13 leads, white flag.
White flag for Lester.
No,
now
that was
this
a
is going
smart
to be
move.
crucial.
Oh, someone had to throw the strategy, but I feel like you're going to be on the disadvantage if you take the...
I mean, that's a thing, but we saw Dylan self-spin earlier, so, I mean...
True.
Living Good 44
No, it's not
flat.
a secret that the Joker's faster on the final lap.
Valley third.
But if he can hold
take
it,
care
Better get
of
up on that wheel.
Living Good second. 44 flat
No.
to Lester. 37
fuck.
Lester into the wall. So the strategy game has unraveled before the Joker was even taken.
That killed it.
Damn it.
Good try,
Living Good
Casey.
wins the
21
semifinal.
wins, checkered flag. 13 will go to the LCQ, along with the 24. That was a hell of a battle. Thought you were going to get it there for a second.
No, I did not screw the jump up. I might have a shot.
3 laps, Joker once, top 2 advance.
Wetz and Hagenstein are in the LCQ versus Valley and Lester. Green flag. Hagenstein jumped a little bit off the line. It's going to be Wetz leading us side by side with Lester with a huge run, battling Valley at the start-finish line, but he only got half a car length there, but Valley beats him to turn 1. Remember, top 2 only transfer. Joker once in 3 laps. You don't have a lot of time. Inside, Hagenstein looking on Valley. Will he take the spot? Yes, constructor cars were, for a moment, first and second. The privateer sneaks into second. Wetz will lead us over the jump. Valley, Hagenstein, and Lester. Remember,
Oh, no.
Valley is by himself in the privateer race, as Zach Johnson was unable to compete today. So Valley won by default, but he still wants to make it into the final.
Warning to the 3 for track limits.
2 to
End
go.
of 1,
Wetz
23
leads.
leads. Don't push. Well, I mean, kind of push, but don't. The 24 is going to drive over his head to try and get by you.
Strategy
But
over the
he's
radio.
like a half a second back.
Wetz leading, Hagenstein second. The 2 constructor cars are out and away from the privateer in the area 52. Citron jokering is Hagenstein. So let's see if he can get the strategy right this time. Valley will joker as well in the 24. Does not is Lester.
End of 2, 3 leads, white flag.
Wetz gets pipped by the 3
The
and
interesting
the
bit
24.
is if the 24 can gap the 23, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Hagenstein 36.7. You see Valley at the back of the
Fairly
shot
close.
there. Let's see if Valley can hold this delta and potentially make it into the final and say no to Wetz. Remember, I believe Wetz is second in points. Living Good is second in points. Erdman has a 7-point lead in the Drivers' Championship. Valley obviously cannot joker. Let's see if Wetz will take the fight. Whereas Wetz in the 23, there he is exiting the
close.
joker, whereas Valley, contact between them! Hagenstein wins the LCQ, drag racing to the
3
line, it's gonna be
wins,
Wetz!
23 transfers, 24 best of the rest. And the 13
Attaboy, Wetz.
will
My
finish.
bad there, Chris. I was pushing extremely fucking hard for that, and it slid out way too much.
But I win!
My bad.
Valley 7th, Lester
Oh, so
8th.
then what?
Getting ready for the final here in Lakewood.
All right,
We have
guys.
single-handedly the worst car here.
Well, okay then.
Casey, if you can line us up,
Pole
please.
position.
So it's the
Alongside
2 and
his
the
teammate.
1 for the first gate choice, and then the semi guys, and then, yeah.
Kraus,
And if you don't want to start on the back,
Living
on the front
Good,
row, you can start on the back.
Hagenstein, And
Doing
Wets.
it in order.
21 pull up. You're good. Get to rear chase.
Just do it from rear chase.
Kraus back up just a hair.
Mark's if you want to pull up here. I can see him from here.
Mertz pull up just a little. Good.
8 laps, Joker twice. Good luck,
Getting
gentlemen.
ready to go for the Lakewood Grand Prix for NASA Rallycross. Mertz, Erdman, Kraus, Livengood, Hagenstein, Wets getting ready to go. 8 laps, green flag, and off the line. It's going to be the Canadians will battle onto the asphalt. Erdman blocks his teammate nearly to the line. Whole shot goes to Kraus into turn number 1. Erdman and Mertz battling. It's going to be the Canadians leading us through turn 1. Kraus, Livengood, Mertz, Erdman, Hagenstein, and Wets. Down the hill for the first time. Teammates battling furiously. On the outside is Mertz on his teammate. Put him to third. Let's see who will joker on the first lap of the race. Erdman will in the number 1 car. Side by side over the jump was Hagenstein and Wets. This battle's going to get interesting between Livengood and Kraus.
One leads.
But Erdman leads at the end of the first lap, so getting his strategy out of the way. Livengood struggling off the final corner. Mertz takes the advantage. Huge run by the 2. Position swap. 2:21. This third place goes car number 2. After winning last week in Canada, Erdman holds the lead. Let's see if he will joker again to complete his strategy. No, he does not. As I thought he would have. In the 1, he will go over the jump for the first time. Let's see what Kraus will do. And I think a lot of these guys are going to wait till the end of the race, because you always want to take your 2 fastest laps at the end of the race. Hagenstein runs it wide into 3. Erdman
Two leads.
holds the lead. He ran a 43.787 on the regular
Give me one.
course.
One, sorry.
Kraus ran a 42.6. Mertz a 42.7. 43.7 for Livengood. Let's go on board car number 19. See how far he is behind his team owner through the double apex. Will Erdman joker? No. Will Kraus joker? Let's see what he does. No, he does not. Over the jump for the 3rd time. As it looks like he bounced the rear wheels there and had an issue in the jump. Looks like nobody jokers this lap. Hagenstein does. So put Hagenstein through to 2nd. So now the MRT teammates, and it's not the 2 we expected, 1 and 2. 1 and 3 are the car numbers. Mertz now 4th. Livengood 5th, Wets 6th. I think Wets is going to wait till the last 2 laps of the race. He always waits till the last 2 laps of the race when it's a faster lap to take his joker. We're coming across flags. Erdman does not joker. Hagenstein does not. I think Mertz is waiting for the joker as well. Like I said, a lot of these guys wait until the last couple of laps to take their joker. And that's exactly what's going to happen. That's when the strategy is going to unravel between everybody, and it gets very crazy. Cross flags for Erdman.
4, 1 leads.
In the 1. 43.856 to his teammate, Hagenstein, fastest man on the circuit. 43.579. Kraus fills 3rd, Mertz in 4th. I think Kraus is going to be in the catbird seat here, as they have not jokered, and the Canadian has not won a race in NASA Rallycross yet. So will we see a first-time winner in the NASA Rallycross Challenge? It has yet to be seen. Over the jump. Erdman, Hagenstein, Kraus, Mertz, Wets jokers. Now the strategy will begin. Let's see where this puts Wets in the 23 in relation to everybody else. He's going to pass Kraus, so put Wets to 3rd. 3 to go. This is when it gets interesting, because the strategy at this track is fascinating. As the joker, you come off the joker so much quicker than the regular course. Erdman leads. Kraus now battling with Wets. And now we're going to see the real battle. Kraus jokers. So let's see what the Canadian will do. This will put Kraus, I believe, ahead of Erdman. Where is Erdman? There he is! Put Kraus to the lead.
19 leads.
2 to go. Put Kraus back to the lead by a huge margin over everybody else. Livengood jokers. So put Mertz to 6th. Reset the order. It's Kraus, Erdman, Hagenstein, Livengood, Wetz, and Mertz. Mertz is waiting to the last 2 laps of the race to Joker. Because he's done this before. We saw way back in 2012B, his first championship season, he waited. Kraus is sliding in the 19! Will this hinder him? Erdman and Hagenstein, 2nd and 3rd. Revolution Racing, 4th and 5th. Where is Mertz? Livengood Jokers. Mertz Jokers. We're coming to the white flag in Lakewood. Kraus Jokers again. White flag in Lakewood. Erdman 2nd. Hagenstein 3rd. But where is Livengood and Mertz in this situation? They are 2nd and 3rd. This is fascinating for the hometown driver, Dylan Livengood. Remember, he runs under the Canadian flag, but he stays. He was born in Lakewood. Stays in Highlands Ranch. Right down the road. It's going to be Mertz v. Livengood. And I said that last week. This is battling for 2nd spot and potentially the race win. Nearly contact. I think they have to Joker again. Mertz has to Joker. Where is Kraus? Mertz Jokers in the 2. Where is Kraus? Will this be a photo finish for the line? Kraus gets off the final corner. Philip Kraus is going to win at Lakewood.
Attaboy, Kraus.
Wins followed by Mertz, Erdman, Hagenstein, Wetz, and Livengood.
Damn good win, son.
Wow.
Good one.
I owe Kraus money.
First time winner, Philip Kraus
I held my breath,
in Lakewood.
Hey, don't wreck my car.
Not wrecking him.
Thank you.
I'll wreck the other one. Oh, he already got off track.
Honestly, I knew he was gonna, because he almost caught me, and I took the Joker once, and he didn't yet. He almost caught me.
Dylan,
No
you
one
were
ever
in
let
the
me
way on the final lap. God damn it.
What's that?
You were in the way on the final lap.
So, Philip,
Yes,
come back
you were.
here so I
You
can
were in the
congratulate
way.
you, because, like, no one ever lets me congratulate them when their first fucking win. Everyone blows me off for the celebration. Where are you?
Not me. I let everyone congratulate me.
God damn it.
Wow. I thought he lost it, like he slid it sideways,
Kraus wins for his first victory in NASA Rallycross, and we have a first-time winner for the 2nd season in a row. Mertz 2nd, Erdman 3rd, Hagenstein 4th, Wetz 5th, 6th will be Livengood, 7th Valley, and 8th is Lester. Erdman lengthens his points lead to 10 points, and we're going right down the road down I-25 to Canyon City in the Negus circuit. But congratulations to Philip Kraus, and we will see you next week in Negus. But until then, so long, everyone.